We'll note that Jeff Hansen is now present. Thanks, Jeff, for being on. We'll recess as the RTPA. We will reconvene as the Policy Advisory Committee. And going on to number 6, Assembly Bill 2449, notifications and considerations. Is there anything that we need to deal with?
We do not have a 2449 as well.
Okay, so we'll move on to the consent calendar. Okay, is there a motion to? Oh, okay.
Yes, so we are pulling item 8 from the consent calendar because we were informed that it is a potential, creates a potential conflict for our Board of Supervisors members, and without those members able to participate, we would not have quorum anyway, so we're just pulling that item from the calendar, or from the agenda. So consent calendar will just be item 7.
Okay, I hope that's clear for everyone. Okay, so we're looking for a motion for approval of the consent calendar.
I'd like to make a motion for approval of the consent calendar for October 6th.
Minutes.
The minutes.
Second.
Okay, any public comment? Okay, seeing none in the room, any online?
Nope.
Okay, so we'll do a roll call.
Director Klein, Director Alanis,
Here. Yes.
Director Hansen, Jeff.
Right.
Okay. Director Carter is here. Director Chris.
Yeah.
Tasha Osran.
Yes.
And Chair Haschek.
All right, so we pass. Public expression for items. Any public expression to be brief?
Yes, I'm going to be brief. Good. Should I stand or just sit or whatever? Everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
Good afternoon. I'm Gizmo. I wanted to bring public expression since we have Caltrans here now. I just wanted to thank them for their eradication of the line of sight around the Calpella Highway 20 interchange. And it looks like they're working to make it a lot safer for us folks coming from Redwood Valley. They've been working on the bridge there, and I noticed today that they were removing some vegetation to give us a better line of sight as we're heading south towards Ukiah from Redwood Valley. So I just wanted to make sure that they knew that we know that they're working on that project, and so I wanted to thank them for that.
Any other public expression? Seeing none in the chamber, any online? Seeing none?
Yeah.
Okay, we will move on to item number 10, which is discussion of the Ukiah Valley Area Fair, transportation plans and projects and related matters. Okay, so thank you all to the staff for putting that together. It was very well done.
Jody.
Thank you, guys. You're so very welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And it's perfect weather for that time.
Yes.
Actually, I was really stressing about it last night when I looked at my phone and it said rain. I went, oh, no. And then I woke up this morning and I was like, okay, we're better. Yeah.
The snaps in the drain for devil.
Board. Okay, any public comment?
Nope.
Right. Okay, so Jeff, we're sorry that you didn't make it, but you can watch the video.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Okay, so we'll move on to item 11, discussion direction draft 2026 Regional Transportation Improvement Program.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Hector Ortega, project analyst with MCOG. I'll just run a little refresher on what we spoke about last in regards to the State Transportation Improvement Plan and our Regional Transportation Improvement Plan. So per our last update, MCOG had notified the Technical Advisory Committee that there were no new funds available, and we requested input on whether we needed to make any changes on existing projects, and we received none. So Although there is no new funding available, MCOG is still required to prepare and adopt a regional transportation improvement plan. We have developed a draft regional transportation improvement plan, which you can find in your packet, and it's there for your review and comment. The final regional transportation improvement plan will be presented to the board for adoption at the December meeting. Questions? Comments?
Seeing none here, any online?
Nope, none online.
Nope. Okay, any public comment? Okay, seeing none in the chambers, any online? Okay. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you for that. Okay, so December, it will come back. Okay, so we'll recess as a policy advisory committee, we'll reconvene as the RTPA, ratify the action of policy advisory committee. We have a motion to ratify. Okay, motion and second, we don't need to do public comment, right?
Nope.
Okay, so we will, roll call vote.
Director Klein?
Aye.
Director Alanis?
Aye.
Director Hansen? Director Chris? And Chair Haschek?
Aye.
Thanks.
Okay, so we'll go down to the report for information. The Caltrans Fiscal 20 report.
Hi, thank you. I wanted to talk about the fiscal year 25-26 Sustainable Transportation Planning Grant Program. Applications are due on 11/21 in about 3 weeks. So this Friday is the deadline to submit a draft application to get feedback. So that would go to the district and feedback would be given back to the applicant in time to incorporate into the final draft. And also just a bit of progress is being made on the district transit plan. The survey that is collecting transit needs on the state highway system closed last Friday. So we meet with headquarters next week to discuss the survey findings and next steps. So we'll be sharing that with you. And that's all I have today. Thank you.
Okay,
Tasha, what was the date again that the application needs to be to the district for review?
Friday, November 21st is the deadline for applications, but Friday, November 7th is the deadline to have a draft application into the district for feedback.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
right, the MTA report.
Oh, I believe Jacob is on at a conference right now. So there won't be the MTA report. Yes, thank you.
Okay,
I have a public comment on MTA
well,
reports.
these are just reports,
Okay,
right till the end.
okay.
Okay, so the Great Redwood Trail Agency report. So, yeah, you know, I reported last time that Senator McGuire got $50 million for the Great Redwood Trail. We have a meeting, I think the 16th and 17th, and it's going to be a joint meeting retreat. So it's open to the public, but it will be in Ukiah and Copland, so if anyone's interested. Okay. What was the date? I think it's the 16th, 17th. No, that's not. Anyway, let's go. I'll get to the date and we'll go on an in-college staff report.
All right, we have a summary of meetings, nothing to add to the answering questions.
Okay,
No questions, we can go on. I do have one miscellaneous administrative item. I just wanted to share that the pedestrian bridge on Cleveland Trail project has been put in place. So it's very exciting. It happened beginning of last week. So they do still have to pour the concrete bridge deck, but the bridge is in place. We did have to request an extension on our window, our work window from CDFW because we can't do any work in the creek bed basically after October 31st. So although we're not working in the creek bed at this point because the structure is in place, they do want to make sure that, you know, we're not, you know, there's a plan for keeping the concrete out of the creek bed. I think that shouldn't be a problem. So that's exciting, and we'll be adding some posts to the MCOG website
Okay. And the next meeting date, December 1st. And that Great Redwood Trail retreat is on November 20th and 21st. And planning staff.
Okie dokie. Good afternoon, everybody. So now I'll be talking about our 2026 Regional Transportation and Active Transportation Plan, RTP and ATP. And this is just an informational update per the last time we talked about our RTP. On September 16, we released our public draft, and it can be found on our website. You can find the link right in the staff report. We presented the draft at the October 6th board meeting. And as part of our outreach process, we've done 4 different public workshops in Ukiah, Fort Bragg, Willits, Point Arena, and we also did a virtual one on October 7th. We will still be receiving comments on the public draft through November 5th and incorporated as appropriate into the final draft, which will be presented to the board for adoption tentatively at the December board meeting. Public comments will also be accepted at the public hearing in December, but will still need to be received by November 5th to be considered for the updated draft. Any questions?
Questions,
Comments?
being done from the board?
Nope.
Okay.
All righty.
Well, thank you.
And of course, now on to miscellaneous. I do have a couple, and it's still me, so I hope you're ready to hear my lovely voice a little bit more. So for work element number 5, which is our Mendocino County Sea Level Rise Impact Study, I'm happy to report that there's nothing really significant to update you guys on at this moment. We are waiting to receive our community engagement plan content to review. Once we've reviewed that, we are hoping to finalize all of this by November 18th and get that process going. Any questions on that? Sweet. Work element number 8, our regional VMT mitigation plan. Yes, similar to the last time, we are still waiting to have a kickoff meeting with Caltrans, which I believe we do now have a date for. Once we have that done, we will begin the procurement process. Any questions on that? Sweet. And then work element 11, our pavement management program update. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I don't know if I touched on this last time or not, but in any case, we have finished we're in the middle of our procurement process, and we finished reviewing proposals. We are hoping to enter contract negotiations by the end of this month. And then after that, hopefully I'll have a good update for you guys as to the status of what our pavement management actions look like. So any questions on that? Sweet. Thank you, guys.
Very good, thank you. Well, just one question about the survey about the tax and how that might, progress. Is there any update on that?
Yeah, so I actually, as Hector speaking, I should have reported that under miscellaneous admin. Yeah, so the survey, we finally got the blue light from the council, and so they are conducting the survey right now. So it's being done, it's a combination of phone and email, and so if anybody gets the email, it is a real thing. Oh, did you get one? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I mean, not everybody will get one. That's how they pick and choose who it goes to. Yeah, it is currently happening.
And how many people are they serving?
I don't remember what the sample size is that they're going for. I can report back on the next meeting.
Very good. All right, thank you. And then, let's see, our Northern Rural Energy Network staff. Right.
Hi there, that's me, Ryan Walker, Program Manager. I'll be keeping it brief today because I know you guys have had a full day. The NREN programs are moving along smoothly, and you can see some highlights in my written report. The one thing that is not in there that I wanted to update you on briefly is The County of Sonoma Energy and Sustainability Department reached out to us. Sonoma Clean Power had issued an RFP. They're looking for assistance in promoting one of their programs. It's called the Grid Savvy Rewards Program. And basically the Grid Savvy Rewards Program in a nutshell is a program that rewards people when they choose to save energy in certain targeted time periods. And so County of Sonoma reached out to us. They were preparing a letter of interest for this RFP. They wanted, and it covers Sonoma County and Mendocino County, and obviously they don't cover Mendocino County. So they asked if we would be interested in potentially participating. So we agreed to sign on to the letter of interest. It's a RFP for $250,000 over a 2-year period. They would handle most of it and the administrative side, and we would just sort of fold in some of the outreach and marketing activities that we feel would align very well with what we're already doing. So that letter of interest was submitted about a week ago, and it's a pretty short turnaround. We should hear within a week or two if we're moving on to this phase of that. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, that's our report for today.
Well, I'm on the Sonoma Clean Power Board, and I think it's a good thing to promote this grid savvy because it will save people money and it takes that pressure off the grid at those critical times.
Exactly.
So that's the purpose of it. I think it's a good thing that we're collaborating, hopefully collaborating.
Agreed.
Yeah. Okay, all right. And NCOG directors. Director Time.
No, sir.
Direct.
I just really enjoyed the tour today. So it was my first, and I look forward to seeing other areas of the county as well. Yeah, it's not just in so yeah. Thank you.
Director Eloise.
Yes, I have nothing to report, but I just wanted to just reiterate the same thing. I need to see visually what I'm looking at. I need papers, I need the numbers, but I'm physically standing before it all starts to make sense. Just looking forward to extra opportunity to continue to expand and grow.
Thanks.
Director Hanson.
Are we-
Director Hanson. Okay.
Yeah, I think we lost you, Jeff. Sorry.
Oh, Director Hanson, do you have any kind of report?
The flooding, and I'll just leave it at that. Okay.
All right. Thank you for that. We'll try to figure it out. Okay. Do you need them to repeat it?
No, Director Hanson, was that regarding flooding of the Garcia? We're having a hard time hearing you.
Sorry.
Yeah, Director Hanson.
If you can type it into the group little chat, that would be great, Jeff.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, and Telcom delegate.
Well, I'm excited to leave on Thursday for the first phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
Director Chris and I are both going, and it's Thursday and Friday meeting.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you for doing that. Okay, and anything else? Oh,
Really quick.
yeah, public.
Okay, cool. And I'm not trying to take up Jacob's space or anything. At the MTA meeting, Jacob mentioned starting flat rates on the buses. So I guess they're looking at a basic flat rate now to where it's not going to be as confusing. So I just wanted to fill that part in as part of the report from Mendocino Transit Authority, although I'm going to use public comment to say that. And then I have a question for the staff. I just wanted to make sure, because I wasn't sure if I picked this up at the last meeting of MCOG. The Hopland bypass Hopland is not going to get the money to fix the mechanical, the plumbing and all of their stuff. Is that true that the grant did not get, that was not written into the grant, the mechanical aspects of the bypass in Hopland? Yes.
Yeah, so, it's not that the money wasn't there. The problem was that some of the components of the project, including the flashing rectangular beacons that they wanted to install, and some of the drainage work would have significantly impacted the very small public utilities district. And so the project was modified and phased, remove the components that would really impact that district. It would have been a big financial burden to the district, and legally Caltrans not paid for that because
Right.
the highway easement preceded the public utility easement. So with like 300 ratepayers, it would have been a big impact that would have been passed on to those ratepayers. So Caltrans is trying to allow time to work that out and so pull some of those components out of the project. The rest of the project is forward though, and hopefully there will be some resolution, some solution to the utility district being able to pay for those improvements. But for right now, they are not happening.
Thank you.
Okay. Director,
Go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. Just additional comment, Pro Tem, our senator, Dwyer did allocate 1.5 million in the state budget for Hopland Utility District to help them with that project. The legislation that was vetoed was the vehicle to give it to the utility district. So at this point, it's kind of back to square one of what's the vehicle to get them that money. So there is an allocation and a set aside for them. It's just a matter of how
to write it. Got it. Thank you, ma'am.
And when, because as
it's crucial.
mentioned, there's phase 2, so all this is being put off to an unknown time. And those improvements in phase 2 are what the community wants. And that's part of it.
all right,
Cool. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
very good. Seeing no further public comment in the room, online, things, we'll adjourn the meeting at whatever time,
4:39.
Good job. That was quick. Good job.
Thank you, everybody, for staying online while we waited for the bus. I really appreciate all your patience.
Thank you. Sorry I'm not there.
Oh, no. Next time, Tasha. Next time.
I hope so. Yes. Thanks.
Have a great week, you guys.
You need me to hold back the cooler?
Um,